2, 1.
Thank you guys so much for joining us right now. We are here live for the Rise of Incarnates stream powered by Alienware. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. I am Mike Ross, and joining me is the legendary
Michael Murray.
That's right. And you have a known history with the fighting game community.
Yeah, you know, most people know me from the Tech End project, but this time I'm actually producer on this title, Rise of Incarnates.
Excellent. Well, can you tell us a little bit about this game? Because I know a lot of people out there, such as myself, have really never even seen any footage of the game yet. Like, can you tell us a little bit about the mechanics of this?
Sure. So, you know, the game's been in development for a few years, actually. It's based on the 2 versus 2 concept.
Yes,
So,
which is very, very popular in Japan.
Right, with the Gundam versus series. So, you know what it is? It's like, say we're on a team together, be me and you on the same team. We each choose 2 characters, and against, say, Justin and PR Balrog.
Well, you already have the right teammate, so that's a good start.
Yeah, I think Mike Ross, we got a good chance. So, what's different about the Gundam series, though? You know, that's kind of popular in Japan, but maybe not so much in the West. So we wanted to create a new IP with new characters and have all these abilities. They're called incarnates. So what this is kind of draws from mythology. They each have some kind of godlike power. Some of them can transform into it, like Mephistopheles we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Or some of them actually kind of summon a deity to fight alongside of them, like Ares.
Okay.
And the game itself is like 2v2. You have both shooting attacks. You have melee attacks. You have some kind of specific character ability. You can switch targets back and forth at any time during the game to kind of keep an eye on your opponents. And so, I mean, since you're a fighting game player, I think you saw the game yourself, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of pick up a character and learn the techniques like dash canceling and stuff like that.
So I was going to, right, you see, I don't know, you know, it takes a person like me some time to get the canceling stuff down because my execution, I mean, while I like to think it's one thing, you know, reality shows something else.
Right.
These guys can pick that kind of stuff up right away.
Yeah.
What are like the objectives, meaning, I'm sorry,
okay.
do you have to defeat both
right.
players
So
or do you
that's a
defeat
good
one?
question.
Yeah.
Because like in a fighting game, you have health bar when it's depleted, you're done, right? For at least the round. For this one, you share a life pool. So there's your specific character has a life gauge, and then on the top of the screen, you'll see both your enemies and your team life pool. So each character has what's called a stock, and that's like 1 stock, 2 stock, 3 stock. Determines how much life they have, how strong their attacks are, and such.
Okay.
So if you're using a 1 stock character and you're defeated, you can still respawn as long as we still have that team life pool. And you have 6 stock in total between the 2 of us.
Gotcha.
So you have to kind of manage that about like, okay, if you respawn, that uses up 1 more. How many do we have left?
Okay.
How many does your opponent have left?
And you said some characters have 3 stocks.
Right.
What's the deciding factor on how many they have?
It's pretty much their attack power or their defense power, and also how much health they have for their individual character determines. So, but what keeps them from being OP is, you know, when they die, then they take that much off your team life pool.
Gotcha.
So if you're using if we're using both 3 stocks,
yeah, we die.
I die, you die.
That's game over.
Game over.
Okay, no, I like that. Offer some balance here. Okay.
And that's like the cool strategy, and it really requires good teamwork to make sure that you know, we don't get both defeated before we plan to.
Right. Well, how long is this game available right now?
Yes. So we were in early access for a few months, trying to, you know, iron out different kinks and such.
Yep.
And we just launched actually today, July 1st. And the game is free to play, so you can download it and check it out. If you like it, you know,
Excellent.
there's cosmetic items and stuff for purchase, but the game itself is no stamina or anything like that. It's free to play.
Absolutely, yeah. Please, guys, while you're watching this, let us know what you're thinking in the stream chat. Are we ready to get a match going right now?
Yeah, I think we are. Let's jump to that then.
Oh, well, actually, not yet. They're still setting up buttons. Sorry, they're still setting up buttons.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you actually with the 2v2 elements. What type of are there special rewards? Like are there team?
Okay, see that's what I was
combos or something like that.
Gonna go into actually. So, you know, like fighting games, you just worry about yourself and your opponent, what they're doing, and the strategies and such. But with this, you really gotta not just perfect your technique, but watch where your partner is, how much health they have, and likewise with their teammates. So that's kind of what makes it good. I can be really good at the game. You can be really good at the game individually. But if we're not a good team, then we're going to get destroyed by someone who's a better team.
I'm always a fan of games where it opens up the possibility where teammates can want to stab each other in the back and get mad at each other if one person fails. That's what I like to see.
Well, right. Like, if you get defeated really early on and lose some of our stock, then you'd be like, Mike, come on, what are you doing?
Step it up. That's what I want to see, and I hope we get to see some of that right now. And I think we are actually good this time. I think all the buttons are set, and we're ready to begin our first match. I'm definitely going to need your help to kind of run me through and tell us what's going on and what we're going to be watching.
So, you know, the stages, we have various different locations. There's objects to hide behind and such, depending on the stage.
Yes.
One of the starts of the strategy actually is that first instant when the match starts. You and your partner are on the same side. Your opponent's across the screen.
Yeah.
So how you approach them, what kind of obstacles are in between and such, is kind of where the strategy starts. But actually before that, this is where you want to look.
Yes.
What characters are your opponent using? How many stocks? What's the matchup like with the characters you've chosen?
Okay, and it looks like Justin is using Fenrir?
Yes, Fenrir. So
how does this character work?
So he's really good at long range when he's in human form. Justin went in close now, but usually you want to kind of stand back and shoot a bunch of arrows. He has grenades that stun the opponent. And then at any time, he can transform into a wolf to go into more strong melee attacks and such.
Okay.
So I don't know why Justin's going in.
No, Justin does it. Yeah. You know, he's trying to play the baiting game. You know, he thinks he's being really smart right now, but he's actually doing all right, it looks. What just happened to him?
Well, see, this was they were playing the CPU. It looks like for some reason. Then when you're matched, the screen flashed red. So
there
now
we go. I see the names already. The big boys have entered the game.
Right, and here you can't talk to your opponents, but you can strategize with your partner on the screen.
Nice.
So there's preset canned commands from that smiley face, but you also have voice chats. You can be like, okay, it's Mephistopheles and Ares. So Ares is going to go back and shoot at us, and Mephistopheles will probably come from the front. So you do this, and I'll do that kind of thing. So this is where the strategy starts.
I love team-based games, man. I love the strategy. All right, here we go. So yeah, what you guys saw earlier, Justin was just playing against a computer, but now he's playing against the legends here, Daisuke and Sakashi.
You see Daisuke open up all of a sudden with a wide-range shot attack. That's pretty standard for Ares. Pretty hard to get in close.
And what it looks like to me right now is that Daisuke is laming Justin out from doing long-range attacks.
Exactly.
Doesn't feel good, does it, Justin?
And so, you know, the wolf form is really agile, very good for melee, but one thing Justin might not realize is you're taking like 1.5 times the amount of damage when you're in wolf form.
Really?
Yes.
That's what kind of balances it out, right?
Exactly.
That's totally fair.
So, yeah, I mean, you don't want to go head-to-head with a really strong character in wolf, unless you're like sneaking up on them or something.
Right. What's the that tag combo chance?
Okay.
What is that?
So this is it ties into the tag. What do you call it? The target.
Yes.
So you want to switch back and forth.
Got you.
If you're targeting the same opponent and your partner launches them in the air, then you can perform a shot or a melee attack to do a tag finisher.
Okay, and this is K-Brad here.
Oh.
Just kidding. Blown up. This is not a good look for them EG boys right now.
And they got 2 stock left, so if one of them dies, it's
Where is their stock?
The top left.
Okay.
The blue is your team, so this depends on whose view we're looking at from.
Got you. Okay.
And the red is the opponent's.
Okay, so yeah, they are definitely having the advantage right now.
They're catching up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like K-Brad's trying to do some work here.
In the screen, you saw it go blue, right?
Yes.
That means that they use their awakening attack.
And what does that do?
The gauge on the lower left, the circular one, when that's full, it gives you a power-up. Kind of like when you transform into the incarnate ability.
Yes.
But what's different is that your partner also gets the same buff. They, unfortunately...
And there goes Justin Wong down on the floor. He got bodied already. Man, you know, poor K-Brad trying to put in some work, but he just wasn't enough.
Well, you know, Justin went up to the front a little bit too much, maybe, with the wolf form. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So next, maybe we'll go in for just to find out what they were thinking when they went to the match.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let me talk to Justin.
Specifically, what was he thinking?
Yeah, I need to know what he's thinking. I can't take this. Can you give me a second? Let me go talk to Justin. I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how aware Justin is of the character yet. You know, he's had a little bit of time to play with him. So we'll see if he was aware of the extra damage he was taking or not. Hopefully, Mike Ross will follow up on that.
Justin, tell me what was going on in that match.
I did better than him. Why did you say I lost? I did lose.
The last thing I saw was K-Brad riding around on the motorcycle, and it said lose, but he was still alive. What happened?
Do you see the score?
Explain it.
Listen, he's on a bike, right? He's running away while I'm hitting him. I'm an animal. I want to kill him. I want to kill these people.
As you should.
And he's running on a bike. He's running away from me. I don't know why. I'm your friend.
Okay. K-Brad, can you tell me in your words what happened?
Strategy, man.
That's all you got to say. Strategy. Okay, thank you very much. We're about to get ready for this second game coming up right now.
All right, now let's check in with Mike Ross and find out if he was able to see what Justin's faults were in that match.
Well, apparently the faults actually all relied onto K-Brad. It seemed like the teammates might be getting torn apart early. Like I said, I wanted to see in a 2v2 game, both teammates were just going back and forth at it. Justin saying that it was K-Brad's fault, but K-Brad insisted he had a brilliant strategy, and I believe him. I definitely believe him.
This is like the flip side of the coin, you know, with 2v2. When you're in a fighting game, the pressure's on yourself to win alone. Right. So if you win, it's thanks to you. If you lose, it's all your fault.
Exactly.
With this, it's team, you know. So one thing that we say on the team, the dev team, is that if we win, it's thanks to me, and if we lose, it's your fault.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Rise of Incarnates is looking like it's shaping up to be the game that splits the EG boys apart.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to see some more teamwork.
They're
gonna
need some couples counseling after this. So are we going into match 2 already? Okay, not yet. Okay.
Okay, so I think they'll get a little time to set up.
as soon as they're ready. Well, I mean, I can tell you right now, it looked like there was a lot of action going on the screen.
Well, you know, it's their first match, so maybe they're just getting the hang of their characters, and hopefully we'll see some more teamwork going on with the next match.
I like the looks of this character. Who is this?
Grim Reaper. He's one of my favorites, too.
Okay.
He can, like, summon zombies that grab a hold of the opponent and keep them in place so your partner can combo them and such.
Yes.
He's got this other special move where he rides this wave of zombies. It's pretty cool. But let's see. Hopefully they'll... I think this is maybe Takechi's using it.
Okay. Is that Eduardo using Loki down there? I believe so. Yeah, Justin is definitely sticking with his character Fenrir. Takechi on Grim Reaper and Daisuke on Loki.
So we got a double Loki here. Yeah, I saw Eduardo practicing with him, so I think he has a little bit of an idea of what to do.
Oh, coming in on the pile of bodies? Grim Reaper, so sinister. I do love that. And here we go. So is he summoning... it looks like I see a bunch of creatures getting thrown out there.
So he can summon these zombies to go forward and hold on to the opponent. He can summon like crows and dogs.
Yeah.
And the way they move is all different. You know, the zombies are slower, dogs are close, they're more linear.
Gotcha.
He can actually like shoot them on fire too, and they're inflamed when they go towards the enemy. He's a good support character. And when he summons the zombies, he can shoot them with a special attack that makes them bigger too. So he's got a lot of cool things that he can do. And also the normal shot, if you don't shoot the zombies, you shoot your opponent, and it poisons them, so it's life drain, kind of, pretty much.
Okay.
But, you know, he's not really big on going to the front and, you know, offensive stuff. But that's what Eduardo's role is for.
Can you explain to me this number on the bottom left of the screen that says 325?
That is the character's individual health.
Okay.
So when that is 0, then you drop the stock from the team life pool.
Got you. Okay. It looks like...
And that number changes depending on the character.
Right. I like this character. Okay.
So Loki, you know, he's really cool too. His thing is eating. So just to go into the gauges a bit, you know, you have the stamina on the bottom part, the green one.
Yes.
That governs how much you can boost stats and stuff like that.
Okay.
The red one is the character-specific ability.
Gotcha.
So for Loki, you want to keep this as full as possible, and you can see he's kind of like in lava, right?
Yes.
So that gives him super armor, and you know, he's very melee-centric. And
he's the tank. I like this.
But if you're using abilities, you lose the gauge. So how you get that, you know, to fill up is you can eat stuff. Like pizza and sushi and all kinds of stuff.
Very good. Very good.
But if you eat too much, he falls over and he gets full like a food coma kind of thing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
That was quick. We didn't have time to comment.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did the EG boys... No, wait. Did they get blown up?
That's what it looked like. It was too fast.
I'm trying to gauge their facial reactions. It looks like they didn't even get to play. Like... I don't know if they want to blame each other. I don't know what's going on through their head right
Well,
now.
I think their characters kind of sum up the sentiment there.
And it looks like JWong has just left. He has just walked off.
Left the building, huh?
I don't think he wants to get mad at his partner. Oh, okay, never mind. He's calmed down. He's definitely back now.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. The two guys I brought from Japan are very synchronous with
So
their
what is
teamwork.
it? What was it about that? Like, is it that their overall team composition, their teamwork is just on point?
Yeah. So one thing, I don't know if Eduardo and Justin are doing this, but you need voice chat. And since they're right beside each other, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You need to talk, hey, come help me cut the combo,
Exactly.
meaning like to interrupt your opponent's combo and such. There's a lot of communication that's necessary, and I don't think they're doing that.
Oh, no. They only, these fighting game players only communicate before and after. And it's usually something insulting before and more insulting after. So I'm pretty sure they got nothing but
Pretty soft.
but the nicest words to say together right now.
Yeah, so I mean, it really is the teamwork there that Daisuke and Takechi have come up with. And this, it's not like one strategy for all characters. It depends on who you and your partner have chosen as well.
Right.
And so I think they need to find their character, stick with them, and then find, okay, I'll go to the front, you stay from behind and shoot, that kind of strategy.
Exactly.
And they're just, playing by themselves, one-on-one, and that's
It's
this is a two-on-two game.
That's a one. Yeah, I was about to say I was watching a 1v1v2 game right there. Didn't work out to their strategy. I believe right now we have an Alienware. Or we're going to take a little break.
Yeah, I think we're going to take a little break and hear from our sponsors.
Okay.
You're no ordinary gamer. These are no ordinary gaming desktops. With a commitment to quality, uncompromising performance, and jaw-dropping design, Alienware pushes the limits to bring you the gaming experience you crave, because you demand nothing less than the ultimate gaming experience.
So I'm talking the beginning of the project. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Why we are making this game?
Okay.
I'm talking about
Okay, cool.
Yeah, first of all, yeah.
All right, so I'm sitting here right now with Daisuke. Can you tell us a little bit more about the development of this game?
Okay, so hello. So my name is Daisuke, the producer of the Rise of Incarnates. So first of all, we wanted make a new IP and a new game. And personally, so I love the shooting game. And as you know, the Bandai Namco is very strong at making fighting game like Tekken and Soul Calibur. Personally, I was a team member of the Soul Calibur. So I wanted to combine the shooting aspect and fighting aspect, and using some very amazing storyline. So and we have also the nice game which name is Gundam Extreme Versus. Gundam Extreme Versus have the nice 2v2 combination game. So based on the 2v2 combination game, we are mixing the shooting and fighting, and making a new 2v2 game. Same format with the Gundam Extreme Versus. So, and we are thinking what's very nice combination with 2v2 gameplay and storyline. Yeah, so it's a new storyline. We think about 2v2 game is very strong at the strategy of the combining the characters. For example, the front. I use, for example, the Brunhild. My team member used Zeus. Yeah, that's why we are making the new story and the IP, but based on the mythology, because mythology have the very good, nice characters. Yes. Yeah, for example, Zeus. Yeah, everyone knows Zeus. Zeus. Yeah, I will use it later. Yeah, but Zeus, everyone knows Zeus using lightning as his weapon, and also he's very strong.
Zeus is godlike.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why it's we based on the mythology, because everyone very easy to understand. What's the role of the character, and and we are thinking combining the mythology and modern world setting. it's a kind of new world. Yes. That's why that we are making this world setting and combining 2v2 game elements and mythology and modern world. That's a Rise of Incarnates.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the breakdown. I have one more question for you. Why are you so much better than them at this game?
As you know, so we are developer.
That's all you needed to say.
Actually, you know, they are first time to play right now, but you know, they are very genius players. So I'd like to ask them to please love this game and play more, and maybe next time they beat us.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Best of luck in your next matches. Okay. All right, guys. Time to get this game underway.
All right, let's hear back from Mike Ross then. It was a pretty interesting interview you had there with Daisuke.
Yeah, absolutely. I love his charisma. Dude is awesome. That guy is so awesome. I love it.
Well,
love people I can joke with.
It's not impossible to beat the devs. You know, we jumped in on the hotel in the hotel room yesterday just to check out to make sure the match is going well and everything. And we have some core players already, and he got beat actually yesterday.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
But,
I mean, you know, I have no doubt in my boys. You give them like 3 more games, you know, people watching at home are starting to figure stuff out. They'll get the strategies, you know, it just takes a game or 2.
Well, you know, hopefully this will ignite the fire in them and they'll want to get better to beat Daisuke and those guys. So.
Exactly.
Teamwork.
So we're already underway in the game. It looks pretty intense right now. I'm looking at Eduardo's face. It doesn't look like a man who's trying to mess around. He wants to win.
Well, he's got a good character. You know, Loki is he's pretty powerful. And, you know, when people just start out in the game, they don't have a very good range game, so they try to go in close like Eduardo's doing.
Got you. They always go in.
Right.
So you're saying Eduardo's problem right now is that he only goes in.
But he's picked a good character for that, because you want to get in close with Loki. And to do that, you have these different abilities. He has one where he can actually like draw the opponent like a tractor beam across the screen. Okay. And then you can actually eat them and spit them out.
That's what I'm talking about. Bring them in, you know.
And that fills up that gauge that we were just talking about, that he needs to be in that lava state that empowers him.
Right.
Then also, I think maybe we're looking at Takechi here, I think using Ra. He switches between 3 different forms. You can see right now he just switched. It gives him access to different abilities. So you kind of swap in and out depending on the situation.
Oh man, it looks like whoever EG2, I think, is K-Brad right now, is just getting demolished.
And they use their awakening. You can see the screen turn red.
Yes.
Because we're looking from Takechi's point of view.
Okay.
I hope K-Brad's aware those cubes are actually bombs. If you run into them, they blow up.
K-Brad might be thinking they're power-ups right now, trying to collect them all. This is not working out in his favor at all.
No, you can see they got only 1 more death until the game's over. So,
oh, no.
I think it's Eduardo right now is low on health. He wants to sit back and just fire some shots.
Oh no, he's about to get blown up. He's about to get blown up. You see that big thing in the air? That's Eduardo. He's going ham on somebody right now. But it wasn't
enough.
And it looks like Eduardo's yelling at K-Brad already. That seems to be the theme of Team EG right now is, goodness gracious, the blow-ups. Hey, Brad, you can calm down. The match is over. You lost already. You don't have to look so.
Yeah, you know, we tried to get some pro players here so we could.
You know, you definitely brought 2 of the best.
Right.
And we're sitting up here talking about the game. Ooh.
That's the fun part. No, I'd rather be up here than down there.
Yeah,
so
that was a good one.
Okay. Yeah. So I think next we're gonna have another interview.
Okay.
So we'll go to a short break.
Yeah,
beforehand.
we'll take a quick break right now, and then we'll switch me out here and get some more interviews up. Sit tight, and we'll be right back.
You're no ordinary gamer. These are no ordinary gaming desktops. With a commitment to quality, uncompromising performance, and jaw-dropping design, Alienware pushes the limits to bring you the gaming experience you crave, because you demand nothing less than the ultimate gaming experience.
Okay, I'm back without Mike Ross. I have actually Takechi, who you were watching playing Raw just earlier in the match. So he's our star player we brought. He's one of the game designers on the team, and he's the most knowledgeable of the people on the show today, I guess. So let's ask him some questions. Alright, Takechi, トレイを紹介したので、もう全然圧勝だよね、これ。
Yeah.
So I was just saying, that's he just destroyed his opponents, the EG guys. But let's ask him for some tips about how to get better at the game. So Takechi, 初級者はまあ置いといて、中級者にこう移行するにはどういうところに気をつければいいのか。
まず一番僕の中で気をつけたいと思ってるのが、ターゲット変更、ターゲットトグルが very important.
So I'm going to now interpret for him, obviously. So he was just saying that his biggest tip for making the jump to intermediate gameplay is to focus on the toggle, the target change. So, how you use that is going to determine whether you're just a novice player or an intermediate. で、例えばどういうところに気を使える？
見てない相手と、なんか自分の倒したい相手をずっと見てるんじゃなくて、このゲーム2対2なので、戦ってる他の相手も見なくちゃいけない。もしかしたら弾が飛んでくるかもしれない。もしかしたら近くにいて格闘攻撃を仕掛けてくるかもしれないので、常に両方の敵に気を配って。
So he was just saying that he's played a lot of people online. Some of you guys might be playing and not even noticing that people that tend to have the target just set on one opponent that they want to defeat. And then since this is 2-on-2, then you need to change the target marker so that you see what their partner is doing, because they might come from outside of your field of vision and start attacking you or comboing you or whatever. So the big difference is frequently switching targets just to keep an eye on where both opponents are is a big difference. あとはターゲットチェンジ以外は？
ターゲットチェンジ以外ですと、着地に相手の着地に対して攻撃を当てるっていうのを、癖としてつけると攻撃が当てやすくなる。動いてる相手に対しては攻撃当てられないので。
And maybe this was a good comment directed towards Justin and these guys, but sometimes for beginners it's hard to land a shooting attack on your opponent. So what you do is, this is a staple of the 2v2 gameplay, is they have a boost gauge, and when it's depleted they have to land. So you wait till they land and you match your shot timing with that, and it's much easier to land your shots that way. So you'll be more effective if you try to focus on that. いいね。あとは前衛後衛とか体力とか。
でも味方を助けることですかね。食らってる味方に対して、少しでもダメージを小さくするために射撃でも格闘でもいいから助けに行くってことがレスキュー。
And another real important element is, since this is a team game and you share a life gauge, that to try to also keep an eye on your partner and where they are, so that if your opponent is kind of ganging up on them, that you could jump in to save them. So if your partner's getting comboed, you can actually shoot the opponent doing that to cut the combo, or to even melee for more damage. So keep an eye on your partner and try to save them when they need the help.
Save.
Okay. じゃあキャラおすすめ、例えば初級者とか中級者とかは？
初心者におすすめなのはもちろんメフィストとアレス。で、もうちょっと攻撃的なのが楽しみたかったらリリス。初心者はこの3人です。
So the question I asked him now was, for people new to the game, what kind of characters would you recommend to start off with? And obviously the two staple characters, there's Ares and Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles is well-rounded, both shots and melee attacks are strong. Ares is a very strong shooter. If you want to be more up in your opponent's face, then Lilith is a very good character to select, he said. So what about the intermediate characters? 中級者はどういうの？
中級者はもう自分の好きなキャラを選んでしまっていいと思います。
いや、ラとかでも？
ラとか、まあラはちょっと難しいかもしれないですけどロキとかグリムリーパーとかゼウスとかなんだろう、より特化した初心者はバランスのいいキャラクターですけど、より特化したキャラクターたちがいるんで、自分に合ってるものを選んでもらえればと思います。
Okay. And then the answer to what characters are good for intermediate players, he said that anyone. And then I kind of, goaded him that, so you mean like Ra is fine? And no, that's actually, Ra is pretty difficult. So someone like Loki or perhaps Fenrir, one of those characters, or Zeus even, because they're not as well balanced, all around abilities as the previous three, but they're more specialized in some kind of a certain maybe range or a special ability that they have. So learning that is part of the fun. Okay, Takechi, thank you very much.
はい、
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, let's go find out what Mike Ross is up to.
All right, I'm over here with Team EG, the EG boys. Eduardo, I saw the last game, and the only thing I saw was you in the air pummeling your opponents while K-Brad was riding around so ever gracefully on his motorcycle. Can you tell us a little bit about what was going on in that match? What was your strategy?
Firstly, I told K-Brad, if I'm hitting the guy, just defend me. Because I have a lot of super armor. I like characters that have super armor. And I was, destroying the guy, but
You were doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it seems like the score could tell what happened in that match. You know what I'm saying?
We've heard this already. Wow. This is
Yeah.
a common theme. K-Brad. Well, Eduardo was over there pummeling people in the sky and doing all kinds of crazy work. Can you tell us a little bit about your strategy on the ground there?
Let me tell you right now. These two dudes, they picked these very big characters, so they are expected to get all the kills. I'm expected not to die. That's why I have the motorcycle. I get away. I survive. I'm a survivor.
Are you telling me that you think that your teammates thus far have been doing a terrible job of protecting you?
They haven't protected me. I'm trying to run away. I gotta get away from this.
We see.
We at war.
See what's going on.
I just want to come back to my family.
I
We at
understand.
war.
We see.
They the ones that want to like die in the crossfire. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Let me see what Justin has to say about
Talk to
that.
Justin Wong.
Justin Wong, what are you going? You've played with K-Brad several times now. You haven't had any luck. Is there going to be a new strategy implemented in this game?
All right. This is what we're going to do. You want to hit and run. We are the big bodies, right? I'm going to attack them. I'm going to turn into Wolverine, right? All right. I'm going to slash them up. I'm going to bite them. If he's hitting me, you need to protect me with your arrows. Your arrows recover fast. So just shoot them down while I eat them up.
Shoot them down while he eats them up. That's going to be the core gameplay. Let's see if it works out in this match right now. It doesn't matter. If your strategy is implemented, it doesn't matter. You should win no matter what. We'll be right back with this match.
Okay, I think we're waiting for Mike Ross. He had some introspect there on why the EG boys were having some trouble with the developers. In particular, I like K-Brad's philosophy.
I do like K-Brad's philosophy. He makes sense. He has a good point. He's just trying to do what's right for the team survival, but the team seems to just be forgetting about him midway in the battle.
Well, he's not that far off. He is supposed to run around and not get hit, but occasionally he needs to fire at the opponent, especially so that his partner doesn't get double teamed,
Right, absolutely.
So almost there, a little bit more.
So close. Okay, look at Zeus.
Here we go. Yeah, he was the boss up until the recent full launch. So the way the game was working in early access is you have an arcade-like mode. It's called Versus the Bots.
Nice.
And when you get to the last character, it's the character that's going to be unlocked at the next patch. And he was that character up until now. So now people can basically see who's coming next by playing through that mode.
Nice.
Zeus, I don't know what the EG guys are going to do with him.
This is Zeus right here. Oh my goodness.
So
this is a character I would play.
You see why Daisuke was so enthusiastic about this one, right?
That's right, yeah. Look at Zeus.
So his thing, he's 3 costs, so he's very powerful, a lot of health. But if he's knocked out, then that's a huge chunk off your gauge.
They need to They need to get rid of him early, but looks like Takashi is doing a great job of protecting him.
Right. So Zeus is, he's pretty all-rounded. He's got a nice beam attack, but his range or his melee attacks have a lot of range to them, and they do a lot of damage. Lilith, she's just going to try to get in there and sneak up on the opponents who are going after Zeus.
Looks like they almost have him down there too.
Yeah.
He's at low life. Oh, and they took the 3 stocks off.
There you go.
Now for once,
Good
Team
chance,
EG is in the lead.
Good chance. And I think this is Justin. He's got the idea.
Oh yeah. He's going ham. This was a part of his strategy.
When Zeus is knocked down, you see that great cursor. They can't be attacked. So that's when you want to switch to the other opponent.
Got you. That makes sense.
Right. So you and your partner are like 2-on-1 against the remaining person.
Oh wow.
And I think Justin used his awakening ability.
So what does that awakening ability do for Justin's character?
For right now, it gives his attacks chains. So you can see when the opponent has like a blue chain around him, it slows them down. Okay. Which is good against the motorcycle, actually.
Ooh.
But I think his partner's the motorcycle.
And right now,
and they get the buffs.
This is awesome.
Maybe the devs are going a little easy on him. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It doesn't look like it because.
Oh
wait.
What? What? What happened to the Wong factor? Where's that?
It was definitely not the right factor right there that kicked in because they, my goodness, they were doing so well.
It was close. It
was very close. This is the first time I've ever felt bad for the EG boys when they lose.
Well, we're seeing a lot of that today.
That's right. Yeah, it's starting to be a painful story now.
Zeus is really hard. You've just gotta do a 2-on-1 situation with him and try to just ignore the other character.
Right.
Don't even worry about him. Defeat Zeus. That's what you want to go after.
That's all they need to do. It was a lot of work. It looked like they had it going, but in the end it failed.
Well, I saw them switching to Takashi later on, but they need the 2 costs, right? You saw the 2 bars left?
Right.
So they have to kill her twice to win.
Right.
Which isn't very efficient, so...
It was so close for these guys. It looks like right now we are going to take one more quick break.
Okay.
And we will be back with some more interviews and discussion on Rise of the Incarnates.
Sounds good.
You're no ordinary gamer. These are no ordinary gaming desktops. With a commitment to quality, uncompromising performance, and jaw-dropping design, Alienware pushes the limits to bring you the gaming experience you crave because you demand nothing less than the ultimate gaming experience.
All right, cool. And we're back. Little quick break right there. I think we're going to get into some more matches as soon as the guys are ready. But so far from what I've seen is this game is definitely looks very interesting, and it seems like it would be great. Well, can you actually, I don't know if you can tell me a little bit about some of the matchmaking, how that works.
Okay.
The online element, like, say I'm at home right now and I just download it.
Right.
But I don't have any friends.
Right.
So how will I be able to play 2-on-2?
Yes, there are various options that you have available. When you first boot up the game, you're going to go through a short tutorial. You'll use Mephistopheles, which is kind of like, the Ryu or Ken in the Street Fighter, a pretty standard character. And it'll go through, blocking, boost dashing.
Nice.
It even teaches you how to do the dash combos for the melee and such.
So this is like as soon as you pretty much launch the game and try to play it.
Right, exactly.
Good. Mandatory tutorial. Please tell me yes.
It was actually, and we had a lot of people complaining because they said, whatever, I just want to jump into online matchmaking.
And then lower my rating because then I get those guys on my team. Is that why? Okay,
right.
I get it. I get it. Smart.
So we did that because we thought that the game is more enjoyable if you actually know how to play it.
Yeah.
But some people just wanted to skip it. So now, if you want to skip it, you can.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, you can play it. And you can come back to it anytime you want to. And it teaches you all the basics. If you're finished with that, then you should be able to have a good handle on the game.
Okay. Are there team leaderboards or anything like that?
They're team leaderboards, and there's circles as well. So if we join up in a circle,
Yes.
then you can easily invite someone to a lobby, or you can do the chat and such.
Gotcha.
And we have a few more circle features that we plan to unlock as the game goes by. Because this is free to play, and it's also it's online, so we're going to be updating with new characters, stages,
and it is available now.
Games. Yep, now.
Excellent. So everybody should be downloading it.
And back to your question. So
Yes.
the online, once you do the tutorial and you get a good idea of it, you can jump into. I would recommend going to versus bots first.
Okay.
Because you're gonna end up like Justin and those guys if you go online now.
Ooh, like Justin and those guys.
Because we have some guys who are in early access that we're playing constantly. Soul Nico or this guy Modest Mouse, and some of these guys are really good.
Nice.
They even beat Dice Gate several times.
Okay.
So I would recommend go there, get used to the game, the flow, practicing the things that Takechi talked about. And once you do that, you can go into ranked if you want to. And you can do that, just by yourself, and it'll pair you up with a random person to play against others.
That's so sick.
Or you can go in with a team as well if you want. And I've noticed online a lot of people are good. They seem to have that teammate that they always play with.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So
Okay.
it looks like we got some matches right now. This is definitely awesome.
Right.
Yo, what is this? Yeah, can you explain what I'm seeing? What character is this?
So,
what God
this is actually
is this?
a tank. There's a guy inside of it, you can tell.
Yes, I see his
right?
arms. Yeah.
It's called Odin.
Okay.
And he's got a massive tank, two mini guns on the side with a long range gun on top.
Can never go wrong with that.
You can see he's not as quick as the other characters in movement, but he makes up with firepower. Oh my God, look at that. So that's his special ability. You can see the 0 on the bottom right dictates how often you can use those special attacks.
Okay.
Right.
All this stuff right
That's
here.
your cooldown gauge.
Okay.
So it shows how many of your main weapon you have, and how many of the shift shot, for example.
Yes.
So the game, the way it works, you have the jump dash on one button, the character specific on the red, the B button.
Yes.
The shot is the blue button. This is like if you're on the Xbox controller, obviously. And then the yellow button is the melee. And then for shot and melee, you have another shift button that you combine with each of those to do a different variation of that.
I see.
Right. So, in Odin, he has two different modes that he can switch between. One is more focused on quick close-in attacks, and others have that laser beam he was just doing.
Got you. This game right now looks to be the biggest destruction for EG right now. They're just getting mauled.
I don't see why, because Justin's character is really good against the tank, actually.
It looks like, actually they kind of brought it back. They're really close right now.
Oh, and Eduardo as well. So if they can get up on Odin, then he has a hard time dealing with him because of his slow movement.
Now, is there any way to regenerate life at all or anything like that?
One character. So Lilith, you saw she goes in for this kiss attack, right?
Yes.
And if you keep mashing the button, then it lasts longer, and she keeps stealing their life.
Okay, look, Eduardo's out of there. He knows better, but he still got caught.
Oh.
And couldn't make it out successfully. Poor Ed. Poor Edward.
They're just like dazed.
Yeah, they're dazed and confused right now. They're just taking a beating, but they're really trying to figure it out. Oh, one of the things that was funny. I saw some people in the chat room already trying to ask each other to team up.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, finding a good partner is half of the battle there.
That's right.
And I'm sure there's a lot of conversation between your boys now about who's the good partner or not.
Exactly. No, right? It is right now. See, now they've already established who the possible weak link is. But now they're really trying to figure out, okay, now it's time to win. I can see it all on their face.
It's funny. I don't even know if I should say it, but
you should definitely say it now that they're waiting for it.
They come in, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I got this, and I'm a gamer, I'm good at it.
Oh yeah.
They get destroyed, and now I can see them actually kind of like
you
more serious.
The shift. You see the shift, and it's a shift that's just natural. Nobody likes losing at the end of the day.
Right.
Nobody's happy with it when you have that competitive nature. So let's see if they're going to be able to do better without Justin Wong.
We'll see.
Yeah, he might have been holding him back the whole time.
Part of it is, I think the gameplay is a little bit deceptive. It seems really simple, right? There's no difficult inputs, and the controls are pretty standard across characters.
Right.
That's not where the difficulty is.
Correct.
The difficulty is in the situation. How much health do you have? How much health does your partner have, and your enemies? How much stock? Positioning as well. That's where the difficulty comes in.
Focusing the right opponent,
Right.
The teamwork elements. I love it.
It's the judgment too,
Yeah.
about the situation. What's the best thing to do?
Right.
Which I think fighting gamers have a good chance of adapting once they learn what their choices are.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Let's see if they get the hang of it now.
So I guess this is K-Brad with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Gonna see a lot more running around.
Okay, there's this Grim Reaper again.
And the locations. This is actually Washington D.C.
Ah, yes.
Brand new stage actually from the full launch.
Okay.
So maybe
How many stages are in the game so far?
Let's see. There's let's see. There's Paris. There's we start off with New York. There's Washington. And we have some more coming up that I can't really talk about yet.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm trying to get away with some critical information here.
I almost slipped. So
Yeah, it's
sorry.
okay. By the way, guys, after this match, if you do have any questions, please list them out in the Twitch chat.
Right.
Try to answer what we can.
Right. This isn't Gundam, so keep that in mind. We know you love that game, but
And oh my goodness. And Ed gets wow. Yo.
This is going to be a perfect match, I think. I mean, as far as Daisuke and these guys.
Ed is powered up, hurling meteorites at Daisuke.
Oh. Well, he's getting the hang of his character. At least,
Yeah, he
I
is.
think. And they've got the awakening going on. You can see from the blue effect.
Oh, wow. Actually, Ed is carrying the team right now. Oh my goodness.
He has a chance. He just needs to watch his health.
Yeah.
And make sure his partner doesn't die first.
He's got to protect K-Brad. K-Brad has to get on that bike and just get out of there.
Right.
And just leave Ed alone and let him do the rest of the work.
Right. Take a few pot shots.
That's right.
And let's see, for the opponents right now, it looks like they only need 2 stock.
That's right.
I'd go after Grim. It's tough, we can't see the health at the moment. Yeah, Grim.
Oh, man. Ed's got more miracles right now. Oh no, they're getting beat down. I think this is the end of it. This has got to be the end of EG, and there it is.
Blown up.
Oh man.
That's the thing though, if Eduardo wants to get a little bit better, it is a melee-centric character, but when he does start to get low on health, he does have some good range attacks, so it is good to take a step back and start lobbing some
Is this
of
when
those.
he's in his god form?
Either way, he has the range attacks.
Okay.
The god form gives him certain things like armor and such, but he can just sit back either way and lob. They call it kind of like the Genki Dama. It looks like the Dragon Ball one, right? Where
Gotcha.
him. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good thing to just sit back and lob those. Because if you're up at the front, you're going to get two on one and destroyed. So
this has just been been hectic, but it looks like we're going to get another rotation here.
Okay, who we got? Justin?
Yeah, they're going to do one more, and it looks like JWong is going to team up with K-Brad one more time. Now they were very close to performing to getting a victory on their last match, but out of nowhere we just saw the lose screen pop up. They just got decimated. But now let's see. They have the teamwork down. I think they've worked out all of their kinks and flaws of their chemistry.
I hope so.
I actually am confident that EG boys are about to get their first win.
Well, if this was a money match, I would take you up.
What do you mean? What? No confidence? No faith? I like it.
Well,
I like it.
I think even for K-Brad, the strategy is going to change a little bit depending on what he does.
Right.
Compared to when he's playing with Eduardo, he has to change a little bit with Justin.
Yes. Definitely different dynamics, different stuff going, and it looks like they are about to get underway with this match. K-Brad already on his bike.
Because Fenrir is kind of a range-based character if he's in his human form. So just running away like K-Brad does a lot is not going to be enough to defeat them, I don't think.
Right. Look at how lame K-Brad's playing. I like this. Okay. Actually, he's doing all right. He's evading. Here, go left. Nope, you went right at him. Why? Okay. Right.
And one thing I'm seeing they're not doing so much is for the shot attacks, it's kind of hard to evade if you're a newcomer.
Yeah.
Jump straight up. It cuts off the lock on.
Okay.
So it's much easier to evade.
Oh man, JWong is getting blown up right now. They are going to work on him.
Oh, and see, Slayer right now, you have a green thing around Justin, right?
Yeah, what is that?
That means that he's taken away one of Justin's abilities. You can see on the lower right, the
Gotcha.
green.
Okay, yeah, I see it's canceled out.
Yeah, you can't use that.
And who does that?
That's Slayer.
Okay.
That's one of his special abilities. But Justin, you know, you got his ability back now. It's time-based.
Yep. And is it randomly takes out?
No, Slayer can choose. A menu pops up of 4, and
That's
you choose
so
which
sick.
one you want to do. Which is really good, you know, because if a character has really good ability, you can just take that away from him.
Right.
And Slayer's really quick. He turns invisible, which cuts off all the lock-on onto your character itself, which is really good too. His melee attacks are good. And if he dies, he only loses 1 bar, so he's really good. He's heavily customized here, so you can't really tell. Some kind of weird angel-looking dude.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, obviously these guys as well, Daisuke and Takechi, practiced this team.
Yeah.
They were doing this all night last night, actually.
Yeah, they're playing like there's a trophy on the line right now. What?
They're like, oh my god, we get to beat up Justin Long.
But it's not over yet. There's still
Maybe
some,
not, maybe not.
There's some hope.
If they can take out Odin, that's the game right there.
But I don't think so. He's doing such a good job just staying back, laying cover fire
Right.
for Slayer, so.
And on the other hand, Justin and these guys don't have much stock left, so
Yeah. And Justin, that's it.
Yep.
And that's it.
it's a match.
Justin is mad. Justin is yelling at K-Brad right now. He is upset. He is visibly upset.
Wow.
He is definitely not happy. They are definitely going to have to work on some of their teamwork and chemistry moving on. Well, I have to say, man, this game definitely looks extremely fun. I just like talking trash to them, just watching them play alone. But I got to upgrade the PC, and then I can get on this, right?
Well, that's the fun, you know. I mean, you can play online and you have voice chat and all that,
Yeah.
but if you're in the same room as well, it's even more fun. You can
Yes.
talk trash to your friends and such.
Absolutely, man.
But the-
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should join our clan if you get your PC upgraded.
I will.
Or
I definitely
circle.
will if I'm going to get
Sorry.
the invite. Yeah.
Yeah, I will, definitely, man. We
You know,
have to teach you guys how to play, so.
Okay, yeah, you got to train me, get me up to par, man.
Because there's some good players online, man. If they go in like this, they're going to get lit up.
Do you have an idea of how many players? I know it just became available today, but for the stream or the Steam early access.
Right.
Do you know about how many players you guys had playing around, or is that number?
I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
haven't
too
really
random?
checked that at the moment. I just looked at the current stats, and you can see who's playing at the moment, and it was like
okay.
like 1,200, 1,300 people or
Okay.
so.
Okay. Good. There's a good
So-
community already.
Yeah, I mean, that should make it match
Yes.
quite a lot. So in early access, before we're pushing the game and everyone knows about it, it's kind of hard if you don't have enough players, because it's
Yeah.
4 people for a match, right?
Yeah.
Unlike a fighting game. So there were some times when the matchmaking was a little slow because not enough people. But now that we have this influx since we went to full launch, it should be pretty good.
So sick. So
And
sick.
a lot of options we changed, like the characters used to be only purchased with real money, but now you can purchase with in-game currency.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's not pay to win like some people say.
Good. Yeah. That's important to me. So
Right.
That's really
I mean,
good.
you don't have to pay a dime if you don't want to.
And you can still be the best.
Right. And we appreciate people just playing the game, even if they don't want to spend money on it. That's, more people for matchmaking and such. And if they want to later on, they can purchase a customization item.
I was about to
like
ask, what kind of stuff can you purchase?
Okay, so the way it works is when you first join the game, you get 1 character for free that you choose, and you can choose that at any time to unlock.
Okay.
Then there's a free rotation usually of maybe 2 characters, every rotation, and you can use those for free. If you want to use other characters at that time that aren't in free rotation, you purchase with real money, or if you have LP, which you do just by playing the game,
Gotcha.
built up, you can buy characters with that as well. And then once you buy them, you can use them whenever. There's no limit to that. And there's no stamina on the game or anything, so you can play it as much as you like.
And did you already say how many characters are available right now?
Currently, there's 12.
Okay.
And we're going to be updating, I can't really say officially the period. Up until now, it's been about once a month. We have a maintenance on towards the end of the month, and usually we have a new character. And you can see who that is usually because they show up as a boss in the versus bot.
Yeah.
We saw some pretty interesting characters to come. We tried to release some of the balanced, very easy to learn characters at the start. So now you'll be seeing some of the more specific characters that have some kind of quirky ability, but it's really good once you learn it.
From what you know of the game right now, who would you say is the easiest character to just dive in and pick up, and who would you say is probably the most complex?
I would definitely say Mephistopheles is the best to start off with, just because his range attacks are really good, his melee is really good, his combos are pretty straightforward. His incarnate ability transforms into a demon. He's got more attack power, and his attacks in general powered up. Very easy to understand. That's why we chose him for the tutorial character. That's who you use.
Gotcha.
Hardest, that's tough. I would say Ra probably, because
And we didn't see him.
Oh, you did. Takechi used him for a little bit. He was
Okay.
the guy who has like the book, the artifact book.
Okay.
And
yes.
he switches between
yeah.
different god forms.
Mhm.
For example,
Was
one
it
is
three
really
of them,
good.
right?
Yeah,
3 different
exactly.
forms, yeah.
So one is good at like melee, and another's good at spreading mines and such like that. So knowing all of his abilities
Oh,
and then
yeah.
3 different sets of that
It's
is kind of hard.
micromanagement right there.
Right.
Okay.
But he's really strong if you know how to do it effectively. So I mean, there's a wide range there.
Excellent. Well, do we at this time? I guess if you guys do have any final questions in the stream chat, we'll try to sneak them in. We are running a little bit towards the end of the show right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The voice of God has told us we have 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I see just some feedback about people asking more about Ra, saying Ra is tough. So there's people.
Does
yeah,
that mean
are in
like
this
tough
that have
to
already been
use or
playing the
tough
game.
to play? Yeah, I mean a lot of people have faced him already. He's tough, but if you're losing, that means that the player behind it has put in that much more effort to learn the character itself. So
Right.
I mean that could be said for all games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah.
And there is actually a character tutorial. So if you're having trouble with a character, just like fighting games, go in, play it yourself,
Yeah.
find out their strengths and weaknesses.
Here's a question. This is from Carnage 2015. He says, "Will this game be featured at future FGC events?"
I hope to. I'm at a lot of these for Tekken and such already. So, good question. We're going to be at Evo actually this year. It's not going to be one of the official tournaments, but we're going to have a booth with a setup of I think 4 machines.
Excellent. So people get a chance to sit down and play
check it out. We did that last year at Evo. It was packed the whole time.
That's good.
It seemed like everyone was enjoying the game quite a bit. Daisuke is going to be there, as well as another staff member who knows the game well, that people can play against or they can ask advice and such. I think we even have some cards and stuff to give out for people to unlock stuff in the game.
Absolutely.
So if you're at Evo, show up.
And which booth are you going to be at?
It's going to be at the Bandai Namco booth.
Okay.
So there's a Tekken booth where we're going to actually have the tournament ongoing, and then we're going to have the Bandai Namco with several games there.
Excellent.
That we're showing this year, and it's going to be at that booth. And then we have some giveaway stuff for our game. So I hope people check it out. After Evo, we're planning on some stuff in the works. This event was really fun. We'd like to do some stuff like this in the future as well. Some tournaments, if we can get people who enjoy the game behind it.
Yeah, this was awesome to watch. I do want to see more people playing. I want to see these guys stick around and streaming it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've finally gotten a good insight into
Yes.
what makes the game strategic and what it is, right?
Yes.
So I think once people start to understand that, then they'll pick it up more, and we'll be at some of the tournaments, and hopefully we can do stuff like we do for Tekken and Soul Calibur for this game as well.
Absolutely, man. Well, I think this game is absolutely awesome. This is really some cool stuff, and
Cool.
I thank you for coming down and showing me this.
Well, thank you, man. You're always a good host.
Oh, thank you, man. So, what other stuff? Any other final things, takeaways we got for this? What's going on July 6th, man?
Okay. Yeah. So, we have, actually we have a Twitch event we do ourselves, just the devs.
Okay.
It's usually maybe once a month to kind of show off the new character and how they're played and such like that. But a lot of people have been asking, they want to play us. Like, they want to play Takechi or Daisuke or whatever.
I'm sure there's people that were watching on the stream that actually do play the game that were disgusted, absolutely disgusted by the performance from the EG boys, and said, or probably watching this and saying, well, I could be Daisuke, I could be Takechi. It's like they're not that good. That's what they're probably thinking. So when
they can, and they'll have a chance. So on July 6th, we're going to have an event. We'll post the time on our Facebook later on, where Daisuke, Takechi, myself, the game director Ishida-san, he's even better than these two. They're going to be on the game. Okay. We'll let you know ahead of time, our IDs. They'll help be in the same circle as well, and people can have a chance to try to shoot us down.
Oh man, that'll be awesome. I can't wait. I really want to go home and download this right now. I just want to see if I could be better than them.
I would like to know.
It's important to me. I always want to know if I'm better than them at whatever. It doesn't matter what it is.
I'd love to see that stream, man.
I'll let you know when it's up and running.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you for allowing me to come here and sit next to you and talk about Rise of Incarnates. Again, the game is available now. You can download it. Where can I get this?
Yes, so just go on to Steam, search for Rise of Incarnates, and we should have the store page where it's available for download. Currently, before, there was Asia and Japan, and some were restricted, but no restrictions. Anyone can play now. There's Russian and Japanese and all kinds of language on the forum, so...
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time. Download the game and enjoy it. See you guys then.
Thanks.
You're no ordinary gamer. These are no ordinary gaming desktops. With a commitment to quality, uncompromising performance, and jaw-dropping design, Alienware pushes the limits to bring you the gaming experience you crave, because you demand nothing less than the ultimate gaming experience.